We're back in business, baby. That whole microphone thing really tested my resolve there for a good little while. Starting, of course, with my skin step. Toner. Ultra Facial Toner from Kiehl's is my favorite. I've tried. It's alcohol free, it's very lightweight, it's almost creamy to the feel and has different oils in it that starts the hydration process. This is going to really help to balance pH levels. I just use it on a little cotton round and pat that onto my skin, especially down the center of my face where I have large pores, because it also helps to close them up a little bit. It just is supposed to balance out the skin. I will sometimes use my hands, sometimes use a cotton round. I kind of prefer using my hands because I feel like it absorbs less and I'm not wasting as much product, which is why you'll see me use it for my very expensive essence. Now I did cleanse this morning. Normally in the evening I'll double cleanse, and in the morning I will either just wash with water or cleanse once because I'm so dry. This one is the SK2 Facial Treatment Essence. I love this. I'll either switch between this or my Tatcha essence, and since, like I said, this is very thin and watery and I don't like to waste product, I like to use my palms of my hands and just tap this in. Essence is, again, starting out the hydration process. It sinks in real far into the skin really nicely and preps the skin to absorb our serums and make them go a little bit farther. You can start to see it balance out the redness. My skin doesn't feel as crackly dry. So after the essence, before any kind of serums, a lot of times if I have a special event, I'll throw on a sheet mask. I keep them in my refrigerator so that once I put them on, it's like really refreshing. It takes down redness. Keep in mind that the cold on your skin can be harsh and irritating, but on me it's kind of soothing because I have, you know, sometimes I get a face rash and stuff, so it soothes. But yeah, too much heat on your skin can be irritating and cause redness and inflammation, and too much like cold can bring down redness and inflammation but also be a little irritating. So normally like room temperature is the way to go with most, you know, like showers, things like that, but I kind of like to keep them in my refrigerator to give that cooling effect, and since I have redness, it takes that down. If you want to do that the night before, that's even better. Like incorporate that into your nighttime routine. I normally do the toner, essence, then something like that, and then go in with my night oils. But yes, you'll wake up with glowing, refreshed skin. For sake of time, I'm gonna skip that today, but that is the point where I would normally do that, if that makes sense. So now I'm going to skip to serums. I have been loving 4 serums, but this guy is the Kiehl's Clearly Corrective Dark Spot Solution, and I do this one first. And I just take a drop of this, not much at all, and work that into my skin, focusing it right where I tend to get dark spots, which is the high points of my cheeks. This helps to not only reduce the signs of dark spots, kind of bring them down, but also prevent the appearance of dark spots, which my skin is very prone to, so we love that. And then I like to take my Pure Hyaluronic Acid Serum. I got this off of Amazon. It's really inexpensive and so nice. Supposedly hyaluronic acid can hold molecules can hold up to 1,000 times its weight in hydration, so it really helps dry skin types like mine. This kind of thing doesn't feel moisturizing when it first goes on. It's just a serum, so it really needs the help of our moisturizers with it. And the final serum I've been liking to use, I sometimes use like vitamin C serum or something like that, but we already have that dark spot serum. So I'm going to use the Previse Skin Type 1/6 oil-free tonic infused with antioxidant-rich daisy flower extract. And I got this in like a BoxyCharm, I think. I like it. It's very hydrating and nourishing. So I just pat that all over. And finally, I have an eye serum that I recently started. This is the NIOD Fractionated Eye Contour Concentrate. I've heard amazing things about this, and one tiny drop does it all. So I bring that right underneath the eyes especially, and then all the way around. I can bring that onto the orbital bone as well, and the lid, the upper lid. And I just pat that all over. One little drop does both eyes, both lower and above. I do also use Grand Lash MD Lash Enhancing Serum. Sephora actually gave this to me gratis, and I've been using it for a few months now. I just bring that right along the lash line. I do think it nourishes the lashes, but I don't know how like crazy of a transformation I've seen. It really just nourishes them. Because I'm really dry, I like to go in with 2 moisturizers. I go in with a thin, lightweight one first. This is the Pharmacy Honey Drop Lightweight Moisturizer. I love this. It's so hydrating. It's so nourishing and beautiful. This is my new obsession. And I use a little spatula with this and scoop out just a pea-sized amount. Every single one of these layers is a very thin layer. We're not overdoing it with any one product. We're just lightly layering, and I find that my skin reacts really nicely to this method. We're working from thin to thick. So I like to let that absorb, and then go in with my hardcore moisturizer, and it's my Kiehl's Creme d'Elegance Reparateur. I don't know if you say it that way, but it's for very dry skin, and it's a thick, creamy moisturizer, almost like a body balm in texture. I love it, but if you have normal skin or oily skin, this is not the moisturizer for you. It'll feel heavy, but for me, again, a pea-sized amount goes a long way. It's simply delicious. Have you guys seen the Yeast of Thoughts and Minds guy? What's his name? If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll link it down below. So with that one, you really start to see a glow happening. So for my absolute favorite step in my skincare routine, oil. I use a variety of different kinds of oils, but right now, today, I'm going to use my Argan oil mixed with myrrh and frankincense. This is so soothing and just so nice. My mom actually mixed this together for me using essential oils. I just take a drop in between my hands and press this into the skin. With that step, I finally start to see a glow with my skin. You guys see how hard my skin wants to resist a glow, even though I've been trying to drink a ton of water. I know this is the last steps, you guys, but this has just been what has been working for me. I like to use the Kiehl's Creamy Eye Treatment with Avocado. I've used this for years. I love this eye cream. And again, a little goes a long way. And I just like to pat this on. I'm going to throw out my favorite lip gloss. What do you call it? Balm. My favorite lip balm. It's the Pharmacy Honey Butter Beeswax Lip Balm. It kind of is in the same family as this guy. I love this. It's my favorite nourishing lip balm. I use it every day. Okay, you guys, now my final and most important step of all, if I could only keep one of these products, it would be this last one, and it is my sunscreen. So this is the Kiehl's Super Multi-Corrective Cream Sunscreen SPF 30. Now I know that's not super high, I just haven't found a sunscreen that's really high that I love yet. This is so beautiful for mature or dry skin types. It's luxurious. This is what really gives the glow too. Like, not only is it some protectant, but it makes the skin feel and look so nice. It's packed with great skincare, and I just take a generous scoop of this because I like to douse my skin in this. I don't want any part of my skin to be unprotected, so I like to really give myself a generous amount and work that into the skin. Again, starting where I tend to get dark spots, which is right on the cheeks. Now I go back and forth between a few different sun lotions just because I'm always looking for something that has a little bit higher SPF. I also have a makeup setting spray that has some sunscreen in it, and generally I like to reapply that if I'm out and about. But with this stuff, it just works the best with my skin. Like, it just is so nourishing. It feels like a really nourishing moisturizer as opposed to like a greasy, horrible sunscreen. It doesn't have the sunscreen smell either. So it's skincare with sunscreen built in it. And with that, you really start to see a dewy, glass skin type of glow. My other favorite, which has like, I think SPF 30 as well, is the Dr. Jart Cicapair Tiger Grass Color Correcting Treatment. Now this is what I like to pull out if my skin is super red, because it definitely corrects, and it's a little bit more mattifying. The Kiehl's one gives me a beautiful glow. This one is more mattifying. I'm going to show you what this looks like too, because they can absolutely be layered as well. And this allows me to go without foundation, so I like this. And I just take a pea-sized amount, however much you need to color correct your redness, and just work that into the skin. It doesn't stay green or turn your skin green. It actually just becomes this neutral, translucent type of thing, but it does take down redness like crazy. It gives my skin a more even tone while also balancing it out. I know I said the other step was my last, and I meant it to be, but I figured I'd show you this one too. Okay, you guys, so I feel confident and ready to conquer the world with just this. Skincare is my must, but makeup is my love. So since this wouldn't be one of my videos without talking about makeup, I'm going to show you what I would do to complete this look very naturally and just enhance some features without going overboard. And my secret weapon, you guys, is the Becca Under Eye Brightening Corrector. So beautiful. I still have a little bit of darkness underneath my eyes, even though we have been working on that with my serums and everything. So I'm going to take a little bit of this, and this is just going to brighten the heck out of my under eyes. And by a little, I mean really just a tiny bit. Oh, the magic of this stuff. It is beauty sleep in a jar. Absolutely divine. Now, I think it's a lie that you have to have perfect skin to pull off glass skin. You absolutely don't. It's just all about getting the most out of your skin and sort of glowing. You don't have to be acne free. I'm not. I've got a little breakout here and there, but I also have a ton of redness, and you can go ahead and cover that with makeup, but I just want to encourage you guys, even if your skin is not perfect, if you have some texture, if you have some irritation, whatever your skin issues might be, dark spots, acne, I still think you can totally rock a healthy glowing skin look. From here, you can spot conceal, or you know, if you feel like you really need some blush or bronzer, you could do that. I like to do my brows because I never really don't do my brows. Although I do have microblading, so I don't need to do like a ton. I've been recently just taking my Charlotte Tilbury Brow Lift, Shape Lift and Shade tool, and I just take the pencil part and lightly fill in where I feel like I need just a step darker of a shade. And then I just like to throw on some mascara. I have been wearing these magnetic Ardell falsies because they're super reusable, and a lip. So for mascara, I have this Bad Gal Bang Benefit mascara. It's not my favorite, but it does the job. For the lashes, I just take the top section, because your lashes get sandwiched in between these two layers. I just take the top section and nestle that right in there. Place it right on top. And then I take the bottom and pop that right on. For lips, I'm thinking something with a bit of shine and color. So I'm taking my Touch in Sol Metalist Liquid Foil Lipstick Duo in the shade Lucy, which is this plum purple. There's one side that dries down to be a matte metallic, and the other side is a glossy metallic. I'm going to take a little bit of the matte side first, just to bring in that intensity, and then I'll go in with the gloss for the shine. Now for the gloss.